Hello everyone and welcome back to another Poppy Builds video. Yay! Today we are in Windenburg and I am building a base game 2-bedroom home for a mother and her 2 children. This build is also going to be a starter home for a family of 3 or 4 depending on if it is a single parent home or a 2-parent home. Up to you, but it is a home with 1 full bed and 2 beds for the children, so 3 to 4 Sims can live in this home, and it again is a starter home. You can find this build on the gallery underneath Poppy Builds, so enjoy. I wanted this home to just be kid friendly, welcoming, and a little bit different from what I normally do with base game builds. I wanted it to have just a different color creation than I typically do and just play around and see what my brain comes up with. Fun fact, I will be having a build on this channel soon in which, like, last night when I was falling asleep, I literally dreamed a whole entire layout of a house that I would live in, and it was very creepy because I had never done that in my life. I hate falling asleep because I hate thinking of random things, because normally I get very excited and then I can't fall asleep. And so guess what, it took me ages to fall asleep because I was thinking about how to build a house, which I now have to build on The Sims, but it was very annoying. It was very strange, and it was a gorgeous house, and I would absolutely live in it. So be excited for that, because that will definitely be coming on the channel soon. So this here is going to be the interior layout of the 2-bedroom. I also like this house because it gives it space to grow. But I do wish there were more doors for the base game, that it were a bit taller and not super expensive, because you can't just waste all of your money on just one door, you know? So it really does suck that they are so expensive. So I went with the checkered one with glass to give it a little bit of difference but not be too expensive. And then I played around a little bit with what the windows should be, and then I decided almost immediately these ones, because they're relatively inexpensive and I wanted to use a lot of them. So that is why. And I like them. I think it adds some nice depth to the house. I told you I'm trying to play around with textures, and not textures, just things that I do a bit differently. Like in this build, do things I do a little bit differently here. And for me, that was using a lot more of darker wallpaper and textures in the house. So I kind of went with this more dark brown vibe. And I think it does suit the space really well. Brown and pink actually go well together. It doesn't make sense, but I'm very happy with it. And I found out that toddler beds connect to bunk beds. Did you know this? So please join with me as I realize in surprise that they connect. And so that's going to be the toddler and kids bedroom. And then this here is the parents' room. So here is going to be the kitchen. Be very simple in layout and design, nothing too expensive. It is the kitchen / transitional space. And of course we need a high chair because there's going to be a toddler, and then I said why, that messes up with the aesthetic, so I didn't add it. It's just a very simple build. I really do wish base game had a lot more. things in it, to be frank, especially like when they did the like Sims anniversary and added the new dresser and side table. Oh, those are so beautiful. I need the base game to have more of those things, because it does get limiting after a while if you only do have base game. So creating new ideas and functional and fun ways to play with it is quite tough. And especially if I'm like on a budget with this one, because it is a starter home, I didn't want to go above like the 23k or whatever it has when you have like this many kids and a parent and stuff like that. So it's tough to figure it out, and I think I did a good job in this specific home. And my favorite space is absolutely the kids' room, which is no surprise. It's the most colorful space in the whole entire house, and it is just so cute. Okay, I've yawned twice now in this video. Ay. And they need some toys. I don't think I added any curtains in this build, which they're just a bit too expensive and not in the budget. But they definitely would suit the space very nicely. So the kids' room is fully decked out. I love how it looks. I go like really full done with the kids' room and the parents' room. It looks very nice, very functional. And there are definitely lots and lots of skill building items in this build, so it's I think a really solid starter home. The kitchen area is definitely the least outfitted. Like, this has nice little plants in it. The kitchen, very basic. It's a very basic kitchen, but that's okay. I think the parents' room turned out very nice too. It all kind of matches with like white and brown wood. Just a nice color aesthetic. And look, this living room, I will not lie, it is a little bit sad with the brown in it. It makes the space look a little bit more closed off. But again, this is a starter home, so you can always fix things when you buy a new home. And painting the walls would definitely be the easiest. And fun fact, I'm pretty certain I get rid of that fruit bowl because I wanted a little bit more cash. Because you will see in a few seconds, unless I delete it, which I probably will, I scroll through the debug section for ages trying to find the trees to put in it. I couldn't find them, and then in reference, I think I didn't put in the cheat code, is the honest truth. That's what I think happened, and that is on me. So I may or may not keep that in there, but I'll probably maybe cut it out. I was embarrassed. It's like, where are all these debug trees? They're not there, so this whole entire build is like even no debug, and it's absolutely crazy. Okay, this is where I am now going to pause and cut the video because I go through debug for like 6 minutes. Bye! And I'm back because I gave up looking through debug. It legitimately was like 6 solid minutes of me looking through it, so you're welcome for not putting you through that pain like I experienced. And I really should have just put in the cheat codes again, but I forgot like a bit of a goofball. So I think I could have done, oh my goodness, there you are. I think I could have done a lot better with this house if I had done the debug for the trees and outskirts like that, because it would have given me a bit more money, but alas, that is what happened, and that is okay. So I'm doing free tiling here instead. 0 monies. As you can see, still scrolling through debug, giving up, crying a little, and then placing trees that cost $60, 60 simoleons. Oh my goodness. It's a lot of cash. It's a lot of cash, okay? And you can see the little family. Hello, family. So I had to be very careful with how I did the landscaping because I wanted it to have so much more than it did have. But I think I did a pretty solid job. In all, I'm content with how the landscaping turned out, but not over the moon. Just content. And I do think that the front here definitely would benefit from a bit more landscaping, and a chess table would be really nice, but maybe for the future. And then just a touch of terrain paint, just a touch. I just painted the whole thing brown. It happened, okay? Oops. And that's the whole build, so let's go inside and tour it. There's the family. Hello! And welcome to this 2-bedroom base game starter home in Willow Creek. It has these nice brown vibes to it. The kitchen is so basic and ready to be renovated, especially the fridge. As you can see, fridge needs a little bit of an improvement, but the kids' bedroom is fully decked out. Nice simple bathroom, and then the coolest room of the house, the kids' room, with all of their toys that they could need to have fun, and a bunk bed where the toddler bed fits. Did not know how cool. This is the mum's bedroom, nice and large, really nice. Could do with some curtains. Who said that? Who said that? A very skinny living room, and then the backyard. I think in all that this house is very reminiscent of a solid starter home. There's pieces to improve, but in all, a nice little home to live in. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!